wasn't even hurting from the surgery. I was just hurting because I was shaking so bad. Hi loves, it's me, Ashnae Shabri, and in this video I will be going over my surgery. Let's get started. So I flew to Miami via plane. I got there on a Wednesday. Mind you, my surgery was supposed to be on a Friday, but they had messaged me. They had actually messaged me that Tuesday to see if I could come in Wednesday. And I was like, well, my plane doesn't even land until Wednesday. So then when I landed Wednesday, I got another text message. Claudia at 3:05, she asked me if I'd be able to get surgery on Thursday instead of Friday. So literally I would have that Wednesday and then the next day I'll have to get surgery. I'm like, you know what? I never know what could happen. So let me go ahead and get the surgery now because I don't want to look up and for some reason they can't do it on Friday and I didn't came all the way down here. So I got like my massages figured out, all my other stuff figured out and situated. So as far as like my nurse and everything, I wasn't able to keep them the day of surgery since my surgery date changed, so I had to get them the day after surgery. And I'll talk about that a little bit later in this video. She told me that day that I would be having surgery the next day at 6:45 a.m. in the morning. So basically went out that night, or actually that day, ate seafood, ate ice cream. I had to stop eating, I think, at like 11 or something, because it's a certain amount of time that you can't eat prior to surgery. So went to sleep, woke up. I got to 3:05 at 5:30 in the morning, signed all of my paperwork, did all of the pre-op stuff the same day. Then right after that was done, they pretty much took me in for surgery. Well, actually, I got to meet Dr. Williams. I kind of just explained to him what it is that I was wanting. Like, I didn't want super big hips or anything like that. And then, yeah, so after that, I pretty much went into the surgery room, was knocked out, woke up, and let me tell you, when I woke up, when I say I was freezing, like, oh my gosh. So I freaking hate being cold. And I woke up and I mean, I was just freezing. And of course, you like wake up and you're on your stomach, depending on what you had done. But I woke up, I'm laying on my stomach. And I just remember like telling the nurse, like, I'm freezing. Like, I mean, I was shaking, y'all. Like, I wasn't even hurting from the surgery. I was just hurting because I was shaking so bad. It was just making my body hurt. There was two other girls that were in the room too. And then one of the girls ended up leaving and the second girl ended up leaving. So I'm like, okay, like, when am I leaving? So I asked the nurse, because I'm sure she was sick of me, because I was just like, what's going on? So she was like, yeah, your nurse is on her way. I travel nurse with Stay RN, and I'll link their Instagram in the description. But they basically came, picked me up, took me back to my Airbnb instead of staying at a recovery house. I just didn't want to pay for a recovery house, because after watching so many videos, a lot of people were saying that if you have somebody coming with you, that it would just be better just to get an Airbnb and a travel nurse and just go that route. So that's pretty much what I did. But I will say, if you do not have somebody going with you, or if the person going with you does not want to like really have to help you do a lot of stuff, because they will have to help you do a lot of stuff, you may want to go ahead and start looking at recovery homes, because let me tell you, you don't want to be like not feeling good and then have the person you're with complaining or being lazy and not wanting to help you like do stuff. So that's just like a big stress reliever if you don't even have to deal with that. I pretty much slept like all day, honestly. I didn't take any of the pain medication that they prescribed. I just took the Tylenol Extra Strength, which helps so much. Like 2 of those every, I think, 6 hours, and I was pretty much knocked out. Oh, and I'll also include a video just to show you guys, like, I was up moving around and everything. So I had surgery at 6 something this morning. As you can see, I still have like the bandage from like the IV. I have my robe on. I also have my faja underneath this. I can't go any further up because I don't have on the bra. I don't know if I'm still slightly on the anesthesia or what, but I don't feel terrible. I've only taken 2 Tylenol. I take them around 10:30, and I'll show you guys me walking just so you can see. Take a walk with me. Nurse said to walk 10 minutes every hour, so I've just been kind of doing what I feel doesn't make me like pass out, because sometimes I've been standing up and then I get a little lightheaded, so then I'll go and just kind of lay back down on my stomach. But I've been wearing this robe for the most part, so as far as like bleeding, I've still been like draining, but this robe, I'm pretty sure, is like sucking everything up, so it definitely needs to be washed. You wouldn't have even thought I probably had surgery, besides me like walking like this. Like, let me see if I can scoot back. You literally will be walking like this, like an old lady, for a couple days. But the day after surgery, so you have to go to your post-op. They're just checking and making sure that everything went okay, just kind of opening up your faja, getting to look at you, and taking all of the gauze pads that they putting you out. Actually get to kind of see like what you look like, and then after that they put the faja back on you, and then you're free to go. After that, the nurse came, so by that time I was actually able to kind of like get up, and I wasn't sleeping all day, and I was just moving around a lot more. I was pretty much just already eating like normal stuff. Like I had salmon, mashed potatoes, soup, and this was just like the couple of days following. Like I didn't lose my appetite at all. I didn't get constipated because, again, I did not take the prescribed medication. The pain wasn't just too bad for me to like have to take something super heavy like that, and I didn't want to get constipated, so I just still took my stool softeners just to kind of like soften up my poop before I had to use the bathroom. But I will suggest getting a nurse for the day after surgery, honestly, because the day of surgery, like, you're literally just going to be like sleeping all day. So it's like you just paid, because I only had my nurse for a day, but it's like you just paid this person and all you're doing is like sleeping. She helped me use the bathroom, she helped bathe me, she helped put my faja on, and just like things that you wouldn't know how to do, she kind of knew how to do just because she had prior experience. I know some people get it for like multiple days, but honestly, I would suggest if somebody's coming with you just to have a nurse for a day, because you basically don't need two people there with you. So as long as you have one person, I'm like, they can help you wipe your butt and like all that good stuff. So yeah. I took a trip to Pretty Girl Curves in Miami. That is where I got my stage 2 faja, and I'll be doing a video over, I guess I could do a video over my fajas as well. Be looking out for that video. So I went from an Airbnb to a hotel, and I'm glad I actually went to a hotel that was like closer to like the beach area. The view was really nice because I was tired of just like being confined in just like the house, you know, because you can walk but you can't really do anything else. Like, you're either walking, eating, and then laying back down. Another thing I kind of learned the hard way, because I had watched a lot of videos, and in my head I'm like, okay, everybody's saying you're fine after the first 2 days or whatever, so I'm thinking like, okay, I'm gonna be able to walk around and do this and that and the other. And no, like, we were literally walking distance from the beach. I walked to the beach thinking like, okay, I'm gonna just lay on a little chair and be good. Y'all, I must have got to this beach, laid on this chair for a couple of seconds, and then like the sun started moving, so I was like no longer in the shade. Mind you, my faja is black. I have on a dress on top of the faja. I have my foams and boards inside this faja, and my compression socks on, so I'm sweating. Like, I was so hot, ready to go. I'll never do that again. So after I sat, well, we went to the beach for like 10-15 minutes, walked back to the hotel. I was exhausted, hot, sweaty, and took a shower. I advise not trying to go to the beach or trying to do anything because it just won't go your way. Yeah, so my massages that I had at the Airbnb that was like closer to 305, I had got those with the Squeeze Lady. So I got 4 massages with them, and then once I moved and went to the hotel, the Squeeze Ladies people wouldn't go that far, so I ended up going with Drain with Steph, which I'm so happy I did because I really liked the lady that I got. She was super nice. I'm going to ask her for her Instagram, and I'll also tag that in the description as well. She was like super helpful. She gave me like a lot of tips and just helped me with like a lot of stuff just about surgery in general. Her name was Sherelle, so yes, I'll go ahead and put Sherelle's information in the description. You guys be sure to check her out if you need any massages while you are down in Miami. So I got 7 massages while I was in Miami, 4 with the Squeeze Ladies staff, and then I got 3 from the Dream with Steph. By that time, I could pretty much see my swelling going down. I still had the faja on that I had got from 305. They had called and checked on me. Okay, sorry, that was my dog hitting my camera. But yeah, they call, they check on you, they make sure you're okay. I stayed there like a total of like 8 or 9 days, something like that. I'm pretty sure it was probably 8. I flew in, but then we drove out because, like I said in my last video of the BBL supply list, if you haven't seen that video, go ahead and check it out. I'll also link it up here at the top and in the description. It also comes with the ebook that lists all the supplies for you. I thought that would be helpful. But anywho, so I rented a car to go back home, which was like 22 hours. We got like a blow-up mattress, put it in the back of the car, and that's what I laid on the entire drive. Shout out to my girlfriend because I was not driving at all, so she literally drove the whole way. So it was like a 2-day drive. The first day was like 9 something hours, like 10 hours basically, and then the second day was 12 hours. Now I am on my 5th week and I will show you guys what I look like. I put this on because I didn't want to be like super revealing, but I didn't want to have like a huge dress on. But if you can kind of see, and I'll lift my arms up. I'm trying to like... I also have my stage 2 faja on. I end up switching to my stage 2 faja after my 3rd week. So don't be like tripping or freaking out or anything, because I definitely was. I was like, why can I not fit my stage 2 faja yet? Honestly, after the 3rd week, I was able to get in it no problem. And now that I'm on my 5th week, I'm super happy because I actually have been able to get it on the middle hooks. That is my surgery story. If you guys have any questions or concerns, please be sure to write me down in the comment section and I will be sure to respond as quickly as possible. And yeah, I definitely will be having more videos to come because again, this is a BBL Lipo 360 series. I'll be giving you guys tips, tricks, and things that I feel like I wish I would have known before surgery, after surgery, all that. Nice talking to you guys. Have a good night. Have a good day. Love you all. Oh, and good luck on your surgery. If you haven't got surgery, if you have had surgery, I hope you heal really well. And just remember that is a process, so don't be freaking out. If you don't see the results that you want, like right away, just trust the process and yeah.